And we are live. What is going on, everyone? It's Johnny Dunn, and we are back with another one. Today, Epic VeVe live stream. Today, we just have one drop. FA Gambit comic book drop today. Shout out to everyone in the live stream. We got Shago in the building early today. How we doing, fam? Almost was a little late with the live stream, but right on time, 10 a.m. Hopefully, a lot of people are on time for today's drop. We got Christian J in the building. We got Henry. How we doing, fam? Got a couple great videos to go over today. And big news, guys. Huge announcement. BOBA FETT this Saturday. This is huge. Let me know in the chat. Do you guys think this is a grail? Do you guys think it's just a big drop? I know grail's tossed around a lot. What do you guys think in the chat? And I'll let you guys know my opinion as well. Kind of just want to hear from you guys what you guys think. Got a couple great videos to go over. Shout out to My Collectibles. My Collectibles had an awesome live stream the other day. I tuned in randomly. And having to be perfect timing, I realized kind of what was happening. Shout out to everyone in the live chat, too. Everybody in the chat was going crazy. They let me know kind of what was going on. And My Collectibles didn't see the announcement yet, so everybody kind of knew we were going to see his reaction. And so I said, oh, man, this is going to be amazing. So I screen recorded it, had to post it on Twitter. Thought it was amazing. Had to tag Crypto Far West. I'm glad he saw it, too, because as soon as I was watching it, I was like, this is going to be in the next What the F is VeVe, part 3. And I wanted him to see the clip because I felt like once he saw it, he would realize it fit perfect too. So I'm glad that connection was, able to make happen right there. So I want to kind of dive into his reaction in just a moment. After I kind of go over the drop today because I love it. We'll watch like 2 minutes of it. Awesome reaction. I know My Collectibles is a huge Star Wars fan. It's a pretty big drop too. So everybody in the chat knew he was going to be excited. The energy was crazy. One of the best reactions by far. So let's just dive into the drop from today. Little comic book blind box action today. We got FA Gambit. I didn't really know who Gambit was. And real quick, too. Just a couple months ago, I found an unopened pack of cards, Xmen cards. And I wasn't going to open it. I didn't open it for the longest time. But I was like, you know what? Finally, I opened it a few weeks ago. And I pulled a Gambit. Let's go. Brand new Gambit. $1 million card. No, I'm just kidding. This is probably not worth anything. I have no idea. But I thought it was pretty sweet. I was like, wow, what are the chances, right? I was hoping I'd pull a crazy Xmen superhero, but thought it was pretty neat that I pulled a Gambit. Let me know. Do you guys think that card's worth anything? I have absolutely no clue. Didn't even research it or anything, but here's the covers from today. The original cover common. We got the uncommon here. I like the colorway on this one. I feel like it fits the theme of the drop or the theme of the cover there. Kind of dark. Got the rare. We got the ultra rare. I think I like the ultra rare better there. 7 of spades. 7 of hearts. 7 of spades. You guys know me in number 7. That's pretty cool. I like the covers with the cards on them. Card keeps falling here. There's a couple covers now. Deck of cards. Shout out to all the card players, Texas Hold'em players out there. Chris Moneymaker. Shout out to my guy. Secret Rare. If you guys don't know, Chris Moneymaker, he's been in Omi for a while now, guys. He's been in the community. Low key. He hasn't really came out said too much, but shout out to my guy. I'm sure one time I may reach out to him kind of soon and kind of interview him and just get his thoughts and where he thinks the project's going, etc. I think it'd be a pretty cool interview. Since I will be branching out, start doing some interviews with some people in the community. Here's a secret rare cover. I like the cover. Again, 20,000 total editions. So we're back. It's not that 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 editions anymore. 20,000 editions. 12,000 for the common, 4,500 for the uncommon, 2,000 for the rare, 1,000 for the ultra rare, and 500 secret rares. I think this one's going to come out pretty low just because the overall sentiment, it's climbing a little bit, but still overall not the best right now. And because of that, I think when we have big time drops like we've seen with the Darth Vader FA drop, that went crazy. I think the BOBA FETT drop, that'll do really, really well. Similar to the Darth Vader. All depends on edition count, all that kind of stuff. What I mean by comparing it to the Darth Vader as in it'll do really well. even in a bad low sentiment, those big time drops usually still do pretty well. Now for this comic, I think it's a pretty solid comic. FA Gambit. Still don't think it's going to do amazing. I don't think it's as well known to, really kind of shake up things and do amazing. I think could still come out. Excuse me. Maybe the common doesn't do great. Uncommon may not do great. Rare, decent. Ultra rare do okay. Secret rare will do okay. Nothing crazy. I think it'll probably be not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. My opinions only. I think it'll be a decent comic to maybe get on the low, since everybody's going to be gearing up for Boba Fett Saturday. It's a big time drop, I think. Again, I kind of just ran a poll on Instagram, on my VeVe NFT collection Instagram. If you guys want to be part of that poll, see what people are thinking, you can go on my story, vote. Is this a grail, or is this going to be just like a big time drop, but not a grail? I know that word's tossed around so much, but that's the thing, right? VeVe has and will have tons of grails, I believe, on the app. When you get to some comments, and I'm going to dive into my collectibles reaction, just like 2 minutes of it. I think it's amazing. Need this Gambit secret rare. Shout out to you, Christian J. I hope you get lucky today. Got a feeling you are going to get lucky for whatever reason. Christian J, you deserve it, my man. Going for as many. Shall go. Going for 3. J Dub, how we doing, Drew? NFTV. I think this is one that we probably will be able to get maybe multiples on. Good morning, Master Dunn. Jimbo Lee Lingo. Good deals in the market for the bot accounts. Yeah, you see a lot of people listing really low. It tends to be those bot accounts trying to do last-minute sales, I guess, before the KYC. Now, one thing I wanted to cover in this video, too, is the delistings. Now, rumor has it, and I think Alex did say this in one of the AMAs, or maybe it was VeVe Magic's interview on YouTube. I forget where it's been said, but I believe the delistings will happen for maybe non-KYC verified accounts after this month. So I think that's going to be a pretty big deal. I think we're going to see a lot of those low listings kind of get obsolete. Hopefully that reduces the supply on a lot of things, makes the price go up, hopefully. How many gems for tomorrow's drop? Tomorrow's drop, shall go? I'm losing track of the days. Today's Thursday, so if you mean Saturday's drop? It is a Saturday drop, correct? I'm not wrong with that. It's not Friday. Yeah, it's Saturday. Yep. So we don't know the details just yet. I believe the Medium article will come out probably tomorrow. Today or tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow for Boba Fett. I don't know how many gems, or it really... I think it's probably going to be another blind box, if I had to guess. Probably going to have like a common, uncommon, ultra rare. I'm thinking maybe 3 rarities again, kind of like a Vader drop. I don't know why I'm thinking 3. That'd be awesome if they just did 1. But I think 1's going to be animated probably. So that'll probably be like a secret rare, ultra rare. I hope there's only 1 animated and it's like the best one, because I don't know how I feel, honestly. I want to be able to get a secret rare, but who knows, right? They could drop that, and then they could drop AF15 after, and then it's like, oh my gosh, who's got gems left? I think a lot of people have been gearing up for what's about to happen. So we'll see. How many gems? I'm thinking maybe like 50, 60. That's what I'm thinking. What was Darth Vader? Does anybody remember? I can look offhand. Because if it's a blind box, that's a good thing about the blind boxes. Imagine all the people who got the ultra rare for $80. That's what it was. Blind box for Darth Vader, 80. I'm thinking $60. $60. What do you guys think? What up, bro? Mo Fresh, how we doing? Can't wait. That's gonna be a huge drop. It almost feels like the drops today. I'm not excited. I'm not even like I didn't grow up the biggest Star Wars fan. VeVe's kind of turned me into a big Star Wars fan. That's the thing about VeVe, right? It turns people into collectors, or maybe fans of things that they didn't even know they were fans of. Kobe Collects was in that live stream. Shout out to Kobe. Kobe Collects, another great YouTuber in the VeVe fam. Let's go, Dunn. How many going for today, Kobe? Kobe usually goes for a bunch of them. I just remember Kobe in the live stream. He was in my collectibles live stream the other day, kind of let me know what was going on. Vader was $80. Yep. Wow, 3 of them. You pulled 3 ultra rares. That's unbelievable. Yoda's going to be another big-time collectible. Man, Star Wars is going to be an amazing collection to have. And those first ever Star Wars NFTs, I think, are going to be long-term gold mines. Digital gold and physical gold mines. Going for 10 today. I hope you get 10. Are you going to... Do you have a couple accounts that you go for? Because 10's a lot. Hopefully you get a bunch, my man. I'll probably go for a couple. Go for maybe a couple. I'm going to have to add in a lot of gems when some big drops happen. I don't want to let go of my big stuff just yet. Let me dive into my my collectibles. I'm glad he put it on YouTube too. You can find his reaction on his YouTube channel. I made a tweet about it. Oh, wow, I got 8 minutes of it. I think we're only going to watch like the first couple of minutes. It's probably great all 8 minutes if you want to go on his YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel too. 6.64K. He'll be at 10K in no time. Solid idea. This is amazing, guys. This is so great. I probably tuned in maybe just like a few minutes before this happened. So I tuned in like perfect timing. So it was awesome to see.
New drop. Oh, is there a new drop right now? What's 30 gems? It's great. New drop. Oh, is there a new drop right now? What's the drop? What is the drop right now? Did we get a new announcement here? Come on now. I always love this. No. No. No way. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? What?
I love it. It's hilarious.
What? What? Are you kidding me? Right now. Holy smokes.
It's got Yoda in the background too.
BOBA FETT. BOBA FETT is coming to VeVe. What? Holy smokes. Oh, chat. I was speechless there. I'm so sorry.
I can't wait for that.
I am so sorry. I was so speechless. Holy smokes. You better buckle up, folks. Buckle up. Holy smokes. Thanks for the super chat. BOBA FETT announced. Holy smokes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. As soon as I heard the Boba Fett is coming to VeVe and the buckle up part, I was like, oh, that's going to be in VeVe part 3, or what the F is VeVe part 3. That is amazing. Shout out to my collectibles. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, run up his numbers there. He deserves it. That was amazing to see. I was dying laughing. That was amazing. I think another one. What else can make same reaction to my collectibles? I was thinking the same thing. I think a Yoda. He's got Yoda in the background there. Huge Yoda fan. He's a huge Star Wars fan. So like any of these big time drops, guys, we see Yoda. We see a Luke Skywalker drop. Like stuff like, you know, the big time stuff. I'm sure there's other characters like a Obi-Wan Kenobi. He probably loves to. Isn't that odd? Red spade. Because it's like, wait, that's a red heart, right? Because hearts are the red. I was like, wait, that looks like a spade though. Tucson, yeah. Let me go back to this. Doesn't it look like a spade? These are spades, right? That's maybe I'm just colorblind. And it's supposed to be like black, but it just came out red. I don't know. To me, I am color deficient, so maybe it just looks like red, but it's actually black. Spades are the black ones. It's hilarious. Yeah, Shago Saturday. 3 rarities. Is that what it said? 3 versions. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, it looks like that's good then. So we're gonna get probably a common, uncommon, and then like an ultra rare / secret rare. I'm thinking ultra rare, and it's gonna be the animated one, probably like 2,000 editions. That's gonna be the one to get. You know, the Star Wars fans are gonna be saying that one's a grail. Let me know your chat. Do you guys think that's a grail? Do you guys think it's a big time drop? I would say it's one of the grails. One of them. The way I put it, there's different tiers. There's got to be like the way my mind looks at it is like on VeVe, there's so many grails and there's going to be so many grails, but there's tiers of grails in my opinion. And then below the tiers of grails, there's big time drops, So it's like it's a fine line. I would say that's probably not as big as Darth Vader in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. I've heard Al Khan say there's going to be like a 1-of-1 Boba Fett coming on the VeVe app. Now that was from his 2018 legendary historic interview that's kind of like taken off the air, putting back on. I know Cavell's went over. I went over that interview. So it's out there. And in that interview, he's talked about like the 1-of-1 Boba Fett selling for a crazy amount and how they're bringing that to VeVe one day. So this is the FA Boba Fett, which is a huge deal, in my opinion. Super Simono, how we doing? Let's get the SR Bubba funds. Yeah, probably 3 or 4. Makes sense. I'm going for a couple. Good morning, JD and MC. Yeah, just me, but I had to play the My Collectibles reaction. Let me make it back to myself. Yeah, like I said, Rion, good question here. I think Yoda is definitely one of them. The big time Star Wars characters. Luke Skywalker, that's gonna be huge. Maybe Obi-Wan, Han Solo, like some big time. Is it a spade? Good to know. Good to know, Tucson. Thanks for clearing that up. My color deficient eyes makes it look like it's red. So I was like, wait, how's it a red spade? Is that just like the way it is for the artwork? Great work. Thanks, Steven. Drivable land speeder. The thing is, we're definitely going to see Star Wars vehicles, and those are going to go crazy, in my opinion. I don't think Thor is worthless. You got FA Thor. I think it's a pretty big deal. I'd compare Boba Fett to FA Thor value-wise. That's a good one. Maybe I would say a little bit more just because of the power of Star Wars fandom. I think the collectors of Star Wars and the fandom of Star Wars is just so big, so powerful, loyal, passionate. I think it'll trump, some of the other maybe just really popular characters like Thor. Let's. It was a red spade. Was it? It looked like one. Pod and Ultra Rare Vader are on sale. I might be able to finally pick one up. Hey, Super Simono, you don't have one yet. Hopefully, you are able to pick one up. That's the good thing about when we do have these big time drops that are announced or that does come. I think we could see a dip when the Medium article comes out too. What that does is it provides an opportunity for a lot of people who may not have been able to afford a comic book or a collectible. I was able to get an ultra rare MC1 finally. That one dipped down pretty big. Let me see what it's at right now because it went back up, but now maybe with the Boba Fett announcement, maybe went back down. We shall see. We shall see. Let me take a look here. It's still up. 613. Still above what I bought it. I bought it like 580. Secret Rare is down 17.9. 3K under the floor. I mean like a 20K floor there. What do you guys think? Are you guys going for a lot of these? I see a lot of people going for multiples on this drop. I still think the commons, the uncommons may not do the best. They still may not. But if you luck out, get a secret rare, I think if you hold long term, could pan out. Let's give a look at what Comics and Crypto has to say. A little hodl or sell video, a little 5-minute long video here. And we'll tune into VeVe in 3.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hodl or Sell, where we'll be breaking down Uncanny X-Men number 266. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and hit that notification button to receive updates on all our content. This video is sponsored by Elite Comics 11, Instagram's #1 community-powered comic sales page. This Thursday, July 28th, we are getting the modern age comic Uncanny X-Men number 266. Story by Chris Claremont, with art by Mike Collins and Joe Rubenstein, and cover by Andy Kubert. Gambit, also known as Remy LeBeau, is a charming Southern master thief, complete with Cajun accent, and a skilled martial artist who eventually becomes a standout member of the X-Men. Gambit possesses the mutant ability to change potential energy in inanimate objects into kinetic energy, which causes them to explode. In fact, his signature move is throwing kinetically charged playing cards at his opponents. It looked really cool in the animated TV show. While his playing cards explode with the force of a hand grenade, larger objects take longer to charge but explode with greater force. Gambit made his only appearance on the silver screen in the 2009 totally fantastic, cult classic, flawless movie X-Men Origins Wolverine, portrayed by actor Taylor Kitsch.
I can't wait for Wolverine.
Kitsch? The guy from the Battleship movie. Yeah, that one. Fun fact, Ryan Reynolds made his first flawless appearance as Deadpool in this movie. Kind of. I mean, in theory, that's supposed to be Deadpool at the end of the movie. Like I said, flawless. Ryan Reynolds would also appear in the 2011 super awesome, spectacular, amazing People's Choice Awards winner movie thing, The Green Lantern. And to think, without these movies, we wouldn't get the Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool we know today. According to Go Collect, Uncanny X-Men number 266 has a 9.8 grade, is currently valued at $800, with a 90-day average sale of $875. There are also 15 9.9 grades on the CGC census, with the most recent sale back in 2015 for $3,228. Our estimate for the current value of this comic as a 9.9 grade is $20,000. Before we give our final verdict, we want to remind you that digital slabs are now available at cherrycharts.com. For our final verdict, I give this comic a hodl. Gambit is one of the most popular X-Men characters among comic book fans and a personal favorite of ours. He has only appeared in one Marvel film, which, in our opinion, was not one of the best Wolverine films, or just films in general. But we believe in the speculation that this character is coming to the MCU, and once this happens, Gambit's popularity will continue to grow worldwide. This makes Uncanny X-Men number 266 a very safe floor with solid upside. As a collector and investor, we are very excited for the future of this comic in both physical and digital format. You know what? I think I'm going to go watch the X-Men animated series again. Nailed it. Please make sure to reference the spreadsheet on our link tree for each comic definition and ranking. The link will be included in the details below. Overall, we still believe that Silver Age, Key, and Grail books should have the best long-term value. Also, if you would like to see our weekly comic book rankings, please make sure to follow us on Twitter at Comics and Crypto, where we will have new VeVe comic book rankings every Monday. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and check out the rest of our podcasts on Apple, Spotify, and Amazon. Along with our weekly episodes, we will also be doing a hodl or sell video the day before every drop to help you make the best decision for your collection. Special thanks to Ninefinger for their incredible intro music. You can find them on Instagram at Ninefinger999. Make sure to stop by and give them some love.
Great video, guys. Great video. They gave it a hodl. Kind of what I was thinking. I think long term it's going to be a pretty solid comic book. I don't think it's going to go crazy right away. I think it's going to be pretty attainable. I don't think it's going to be crazy valuable right away. And even if you go for the drop, the comics could probably come out on the retail. Uncommons, rares will probably still be above. Maybe I'm thinking, because if not, people would probably stack that. A rare under retail, people would probably stack that. So I think rares, ultra rares, and secret rares will be fine. I probably will be going for one of these. Normally, I kind of pass on the comics unless I think it's like a absolute, really, really valuable one. But I think I'm gonna go for one of these. Maybe two. Definitely gonna be going for the Boba Fett. Boba Fett's one where I'm gonna be adding in, doing what I can to grab one. I think VeVe's gonna drop bonds moving forward. Yeah, I think so too, guys. I think it's gonna get wild. Especially now that we have cash out available for everybody. That's big time. I'm holding 2 secret rare Thors and 10 ultra rares, bullish on them long term, even if the model is mint. Yeah, I agree. Planet Vampire. I had the secret rare. I stacked a bunch of uncommons, and it's FA Thor at the end of the day. I think I stacked them at like $12 to $15. It's pretty much around the same price right now for those uncommons. Definitely going to be holding on to my secret rare. Not letting that one go. And I agree. That's definitely it's going to be a popular one. I mean, FA Thor, that's a pretty big deal. I have the gems, but with Boba Fett, you may need a little revamp it. How many are you getting, JD? I think 1 or 2. May just go 1. Hope for something nice. If it's a secret rare, I may flip it. I haven't got a secret rare comic just yet, though. I don't know if I'd flip it, to be honest. I may keep it. Appreciate you, DB. Big time. Appreciate that. Howdy, fan. I know it's got to be late where you are. Xmen266 is a great book in real life. Tucson, do you have it in real life? I feel like you got a couple comic books in real life, right? Let me dive into VeVe 3. Let me just exit out some of these. My collectibles, comics and crypto. Make sure you guys subscribe to them. A little 7-minute long video. A little guaranteed that's action packed with a bunch of info. A little info dump here. Make sure you guys subscribe to VeVe 3. One of the best YouTubers in the game. Bunch of research. Every drop. If you guys don't know anything about the drop, always tune in to their YouTube channel. I usually don't watch it up until the drop so I can watch it with you guys, but make sure you guys watch their videos, like their videos, subscribe to their YouTube channel. Run up the numbers for them, you know? Let's dive into it.
Welcome back to VeVe 3 with me, Corey, aka Old Rhubarb on VeVe. And the next comic we're getting on the platform, I'm super stoked for. It's Uncanny Xmen266. That's a first appearance for the Raging Cajun Gambit. This comic is landing on the platform on Thursday, July 28th at 8 a.m. Pacific time. And in the initial recording of this video, it was Heather and me. But guess what? The audio dropped, so I had to redo it solo. So you're stuck with me for this one.
That's
but
terrible.
anyways, let's get into this comic. In full disclosure, I am an X-Men 90s era animated fanboy. So seeing Gambit's first appearance comic, for me, I'll be a little biased, but I'm going to give you mostly just the facts. This comic was published on August 8th of 1990. And this is one of those characters that, like I said, I fell in love with back in the 90s era animated action run. And that's a sentiment I hear echoed by a lot of folks who also grew up watching that show. For those of you just completely unaware, Gambit is a mutant with the ability to charge items with raw kinetic energy. Beyond this, he also has a charismatic aura, which he has used historically in his past life as a master thief. And that's worth mentioning. Most people think of Gambit, they think of him as a hero with the X-Men, but he started off as a thief in New Orleans, Louisiana, orphaned as a child. I would say orphaned, but given up as a child because of his bright, glowing red eyes. He kind of fell in with the wrong folks and rised in the ranks of the Thieves Guild. And Marvel has a pretty slick character breakdown. There's no audio with it. So let's run that and I'll kind of talk over it. And what you're seeing in this breakdown are his core traits. He'd rather talk than fight, mostly because of that charismatic aura that he has. He turns kinetic energy into explosive energy, which just makes for one of the coolest looking powers in comics. He has major ties to the villains Apocalypse and Mr. Sinister, and he's also pivotal to Rogue's character development and story.
30-minute warning.
In terms of past movie and media usage, he obviously was in that 90s era X-Men animated series I was talking about. And he was also in a Sonyverse live action movie that was kind of received with, mixed results. There was a solo movie planned for the character with Channing Tatum as the headliner, but franchise battles over the ownership of the character ultimately Thanos snapped that movie from production. That being said, Marvel insiders have leaked to multiple legitimate sources that Gambit will be getting a solo series on Disney+. The casting and story are a mystery at this point. We have to wonder what era of Gambit's life that series is going to focus on. All said, Gambit has a...
And I believe that arc was April 6th in 2020. Yeah. So I imagine sometime kind of soon. That'd be big for the franchise there.
Focus on. All said, Gambit has a bright potential future in the MCU, mostly because of fans like me, people who grew up watching that 90s era X-Men, reading those comics. If the MCU pushes anything X-Men, I'm going to gobble it up. And I hear that sentiment echoed by a whole bunch of people who also just live off those nostalgia bombs. But we have to kind of temper our expectations for X-Men and Fantastic Four entrances anytime soon, especially with the release of the Marvel Phase 5 and 6 timelines, which are pretty much absent of mutants. But at the very least, we're going to get to see him in X-Men 97. Another thing about this comic is it's one of those characters that has a hotly contested and debated first appearance because he had a cameo appearance 2 months prior to this comic's release. X-Men Annual number 14 is touted by some collectors as his actual first appearance, and it makes sense if you look at that release date. However, comic values for both the cameo and the full FA are nearly identical, probably because a lot of collectors back in the 90s grabbed both just to be safe. And speaking of value, this comic cased at 9.8 sits around $1,000 depending on where you're going. Go Collect has it sitting at 800. There's actually 15 of these at 9.9, which is super rare, and that's a big price jump. It's considerable, bumping it up to more than $3,000. Also, keep in mind, this comic is holding that value despite having a huge number cased. This was the 90s, and card, comic, and collecting fever was sweeping the world, so it's not surprising to see so many of these being preserved. Our VeVe exclusive rare and ultra rare covers are coming from artist royalty Will Sliney, who gave us our first ever exclusive cover on the platform as part of the 2021 New York Comic Con. All right, let's check out the rest of these covers. First, the classic cover is minting 12,000 editions. As always, the common is our exact replica of the original book. We talked about how some folks push that X-Men Annual number 14 is the FA for Gambit, as it was released first, but I favor this comic mostly because this cover features him. We're getting to see the original conception and design of the character, which is cool, and the original concept of the character had him tossing charged throwing knives instead of trademark cards. And let's face it, throwing charged playing cards is 128.4% cooler than knives. The uncommon vintage variant is minting 4,500 editions. We see it every time, but if VeVe and Marvel are going to do color selection for an uncommon, this is the way to do it. Gambit is getting the color treatment and being pulled to the center of attention, and it just reinforces that this is his FA comic. Fun fact, Gambit's name is based on strategy in chess, where a player sacrifices a piece to secure positional advantage. The rare hero variant is minting 2,000 editions. Will Sliney delivered an awesome exclusive cover with this one. The color selection on Gambit, the character design and use of cards, the motion, it's a killer cover. I think
the spades on this one look black.
If many of the original artists and writers of these books realized how essential some of these characters would become and how loved they would be, and that comics would have major value to collectors, their original covers would have featured more of this type, where it's just a solo character on the cover. And that's one reason I really love our exclusive covers, because they just pay homage to that original piece and are totally unique to the platform. The ultra rare vibranium variant is minting 1,000 editions, full color.
Like, is it just me, or is that the that should be black, but it looks red in the colored one? Maybe my eyes are just terrible.
On the background title and placards make this feel like a complete and perfect cover. Really love how the artwork gets a total facelift with these exclusives, but they leave the original placards and flavor text the same as the original comic. It's a respectful way of not rewriting history completely, but homaging it. And
you got the 3 diamonds, that's red, but it looks like I wonder if that's a little error or that's how it's supposed to be. Interesting. What are your thoughts? What do you guys think?
a good way. Love the scarcity and love the cover. The pinkish purple hue in the background just screams 90s era Gambit. Anyone have any idea why Will Sliney chose 3 of diamonds and 7 of spades for the cards? I'd love to hear your fan theories on that one. Last,
I want to hear your theories on the coloring of the spades, because I was like, wait, is that a heart because it's red? No, that's a spade, but why is it red? You know, I wonder if anyone else noticed that. What do you guys think? That can't just be me, the only one to notice that. I do like playing cards, though. Like, something about cards just feel pretty cool. I didn't know that was a superpower either. Kind of throw cards that exploded. That's awesome. Kind of makes me like Gambit a little bit more.
love to hear your fan theories on that one. Last, the True Believer Secret Rare is minting 500 editions. This is an interior pool secret rare, and here's the panel it's being sourced from. But honestly, this panel is interesting because when we think of Gambit, we think red, pink, and purple energy emanating from his eyes. And in this original conception, the energy appears to be green. And that's a wrap for this info dump. Major announcements for all of you Star Wars fans. BOBA FETT coming to platform. Can't wait to make that video. I've got Legos of them.
He's a big fan.
Of them. I got a hat with them on it. Cool character. Going to be a lot of fun to talk about. Until the next video, this is Corey, a.k.a. Old Rhubarb, signing off.
Great video, man. Great video. Make sure you guys subscribe to their YouTube channel. I can't wait to tune in to hear him talk about Boba Fett, because I know he's a huge Star Wars fan. So I'm sure we're going to get a bunch of info on that one. Great video. Great video. VeVe 3, great YouTube channel. I definitely think there's going to be some big drops Mo Fresh. We have New York Comic-Con. I think that's in October, right? So how do you go for multiple drops, multiple accounts, phones? So Dark Zero, good question here. So one thing that you can do, I'll talk about how you can kind of speed up the process. So when you go for one drop, we go to the main screen here. Oh, we're at the store tab. We go to that main screen. We come down. The buy now button pops up, obviously 1 second after 0. You guys know by now. So once it hits 0, 1 second later, the buy now pops up. Boom, you click buy now. You go to confirm. And then usually you have to wait until that green truck appears, and then you get one, and then you hit OK and come back and hit buy now, right? That's going to take a pretty long time. So by the time all of that happens, you get the green truck screen, you probably won't have a chance to get a second one. So this way you can actually go a little bit faster and get maybe 2, maybe even 3 of them. So this is what you do. As soon as the buy now button pops up, boom, you click buy now, you confirm it. Now, as soon as it takes your gems out of your wallet, say you started with, let's say 20 gems, right? As soon as you go, make sure you know how many gems you're starting with. So as soon as you go, click buy now, you hit confirm. As soon as you see it take out those 7 gems and you're left with, the 13 gems left, exit out. Before you get to that green truck screen, you have to make sure it takes all of your gems out of your account, because it'll show your wallet balance. As soon as it does, exit out, come back, and hit buy now. So as soon as you see the gems taken out of your wallet, you can go back, exit, and come back and buy more without waiting until you get that green truck screen. So it's a little quick way to go for the drop with one account. I only have one account, so that's the way I do it. I think this one might be able to get 2, maybe 3 at the most. I don't know if we're going to be able to get more than that. 20,000 editions, guys, remember. It's not like a 40, 60, 70,000 edition drop, so could sell out relatively quick. I think this is going to be one of the first comics maybe in a little bit worthwhile going for. Just because I think people are going to stack this one. If it comes out like $3, $2, commons, uncommons, kind of like we've seen before. I think it's a pretty solid spec book, I would say. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Are you guys going to be going for this one? Some people said they're going for multiples. Black might have pulled down the eye. Good way to think about it. I didn't really think about the aesthetics of it. Might have pulled the eye down a little bit. You are right though. The red just kind of blends in with the theme of those covers. 7 and 3 are the worst poker hands. 7-2 offsuit. 7-3 offsuit, I would say, is up there too. It's probably like second worst. I guess you could argue. 7-2 offsuit is usually what they say is like the worst hand. So that's actually a good point, Super Simono. I didn't think about that. Maybe that's why they use 7-3 offsuit. Offsuit just means not the same suits, obviously. Diamonds, spades. You would think, though, it'd be like pocket aces. You know, like if I was Gambit and I was throwing these cards trying to blow people, I don't know, pocket aces would just seem a little bit cooler. Or like you're going to destroy them with the worst hand. Kelvin in the building. How we doing, brother? Hope all is well, my man. Really likes Gambit. I'm going for this one. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be going for this. Good luck to you, Kelvin. Hopefully you luck out today, get an ultra rare, secret rare, maybe some low digits in there. Thank you for the explanation. Appreciate you big time. Sub. Thank you, Dark Zero. Absolutely. Any other questions you have, don't hesitate to ask, my man. Feel free to ask away. Do you know what the success fee is when selling the Powerpuff Girls? I do not offhand, Jake. I know it's not as much as like the Disney collectibles. You can kind of find out. Let me find out for you real quick, so you don't have to risk it. If you don't want to risk it, you probably shouldn't be risking it. But you can find out by going all the way to sell for buy now price, typing in whatever price you want to say list for. I'm just going to say 1,000. Hit confirm details. Don't hit the second listed market. Success fee is 2.5% on the Powerpuff Girls. So if you sold it for 1,000, the fee is going to be $25. Pretty low fee on the Cartoon Network, the Powerpuff Girls stuff. It's a 2.5% fee. That's originally what all the percent fees were, but ever since we got some of the bigger stuff, the Marvel, the Disney stuff, definitely a bigger percent fee. Compared to, let me just take a look. I think it's like 7% on the Disney stuff. Just going to go through and find what it is. A little example here. Let's go to Steamboat Willie, type in 1,000. Go into the common, so I make sure I don't accidentally sell my ultra rare for only 1,000. Yeah, so the Disney fee is 8.5%. So if you sold it for 1,000, $85 is the fee. Disney is definitely a little bit more. And that makes sense, right? Bigger IP. And plus, I think they restructured it, so even maybe some of the smaller IP may have a bigger percent in the future, kind of like the DC Batman stuff. Now, even the newer DC Batmans have a higher fee than what they originally did. I believe, though, if you still sell the original stuff, like the original Batman, like 1 through 4, maybe if it's even 5, 1 through 4 or 5, you still will have the old fees attached, which is good. It's definitely a good thing, that. Going for multiples. Good to see. Good to see. Again, I think this is the one that may start out like crazy, crazy low and then kind of work its way up a little bit. People see value in this one. Yeah, let's go, VeVe and 3. Shout out to you guys for tuning in today. Great video. It says, interesting. I was really curious about those cards. I feel like artists are always intentional with their pieces. Yeah, good point right there. They usually have a intent for every little single thing they do. Like the minor details is a reason for everything, right? So definitely interesting that people point that out. Because you are right. I mean, whoever noticed that it's like 7-3 offsuit, that is technically one of the worst hands in poker. 7-2 offsuit, 7-3 offsuit. Like if it was me, I would have made it aces with the same suit, probably like both ace of spades. But maybe that's just like too cliche, you know, because everybody would have done that. So because everybody would have done that, maybe the artist was like, you know what? I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to do the worst hand in poker. 7-2 offsuit, 7-3 offsuit. I don't know. I would like to know. That's one of those things where you contact the artist, DM, ask a question, find out some awesome little tidbit information there. No, absolutely. You guys are big time. Again, stay motivated, stay inspired. You guys are going to be huge. Keep crushing it, guys. You guys make the drops fun too. I mean, I know someone like me, I don't know all the information on all these characters, comic books, even probably Star Wars collectibles. So, I mean, I'm probably going to be researching it one way or the other. And so you guys know a lot of information. You guys do a lot of the research. So I think the community really appreciates all the work that you guys do put into each video. Because even if they're only a few minutes long, 5 minutes, 7 minutes long, we know, or at least I know how much editing and research it takes to put into that one video. So definitely well deserved for all your, the growth and so much more room to grow too. Keep crushing it, guys. In the moment, saying you don't have to wait for the gems to leave anymore. Maybe not, maybe not. Just from my experience, that's what I've done to make sure that I do lock one in. What is in the moment, if you're still in the live stream, what is the indicator that you wait for? Do you know the best place to buy a Todd physical from? Thanks. So shout out to you. I think Todd physicals has increased in price since the early days back in this time, 2021, but maybe decreased since the all-time high. I know you can find them on eBay. Just make sure that it's a volume 1. A lot of volume 2s out there. And you're going to be able to tell on the box. It'll say volume 1. Make sure you check. Slight difference in the way they look. But I think it's going to cost anywhere. I think it's like a little over 500, 600, 700 in that range maybe. Oh, man, Getsy, how we doing, fam? Jake, how we doing, brother? Must have collectibles on 100 gems. Is that comics included or just collectibles you're talking about, Dark Zero? Again, the things I mentioned are not things that I'm telling you to go out there and buy right now. I don't even want to point out specific things. But again, this is just my opinion at the end of the day, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Like, I think art stuff will have its place, have its time, especially once the interoperability hits. I like the finer art stuff, but I would say the safe stuff under 100 gems. I think of big IP. I'm more of a fan of big IP because I have a feeling, I just feel like more people around the world are going to find VeVe, see the big IP that they like, whether that's, Marvel, Disney, Coca-Cola, like the big stuff that you and I both know right away. Star Wars is another huge IP. When I think of superheroes, I think of like Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. Those are like top iconic ones. First appearance of stuff is always, an extra added layer, blanket of like safety. But some stuff doesn't always need an FA to be valuable. When I think of stuff that doesn't need an FA to be valuable, like kind of an exception, I always think of right away of Steamboat Willie. That's not an FA of Mickey Mouse, but it is a FA of Mickey Mouse in real life, right? Like anybody who's a fan of Disney, they won't need the FA on VeVe to say this is valuable, in my opinion. They'll see Steamboat Willie, and say, wow, that's the thing that started everything. That was the first ever Mickey Mouse in real life. And the fact that VeVe was able to kind of digitize that in 3D instead of a 2D, I think that's a big, will carry a lot of weight. Plus, it's the Mickey Mouse NFT Collection Series 1. Now, I do have the full set of this, but I only have one of each. I only have the common, the uncommon, the ultra rare. So I only have one of each. I don't plan on selling them. Because I believe even the uncommon and the common, they have iconic poses. So that's just, for me, is like a collection piece. I think those are big ones right there. But that's just part of the exceptions that I would say that doesn't need an FA to be valuable. Otherwise, I would, if it was me and I'm looking for stuff under 100, I would still look at the first appearances of big characters, or whether that be a superhero or a villain. I just think there's a lot more safety in that if you're thinking of like a long-term play as opposed to like a random art piece. And that doesn't mean the random art pieces can't be good either. I do, like I said in the beginning, I think there will be a time and place for them. But for me, if I was a new user coming to VeVe, I would think of the things I already know of. The Batman, the Superman, the Spider-Man, and whether I could afford or couldn't afford any of stuff like that, I would look at like the other big characters and superheroes there are. The Star Wars stuff is usually pretty big. And that's just my opinion. It worked out for me when I first came to the app. I was picking out a lot of things that I didn't know. And first appearances, the reason why I think that's going to be pretty significant, hold a lot of weight, is because I think a lot of these characters will come out again. And so as they keep coming out, yeah, sure, one might be cooler, one might be different colorway, maybe even more limited or whatever the case is. But I think first appearances of the characters will just carry a lot of weight in collectors' minds. And it is a collecting app. We got 10 minutes to the drop. Curious, Sammy, how we doing? How we doing, fam? I'm kind of liking this card a little bit more now. What do you guys think? Do you think this card is valuable at all? This was an unopened pack, probably from like the 1990s. Xmen pack of cards. I had Storm in there too. So those are like the two cards that I actually knew, Gambit and Storm. I don't think it's valuable. I mean, it could be valuable. I have no idea. I didn't even research it. I wasn't going to open the pack either, but I was like, you know what? I got tired of waiting and seeing, I wanted to know what was in there. If I pulled a Wolverine or something, I would have went crazy. 94 Fleer, ultra rare. Yeah, I don't know if it's valuable or not. Probably not. Let me know. What do you guys think? Comics or collectibles? So yeah, good to know. So comics, I would look at Comics and Crypto's link tree. If you don't know who they are, let me bring it up. And I would focus on what they consider like the top 5 comic books, top 3 comic books. Because there's some commons, uncommons, and maybe even rares of like the top comic books for a lot less than $100. So let me show you what I mean here. So we go to Twitter, go to Comics and Crypto podcast, Comics and Crypto. Awesome resource. They're going to be huge one day. 20, 50, 100K followers. Click their link tree and go into VeVe NFT comic rankings. And they just have a great resource. Now, this isn't the end-all, be-all. This is kind of just their opinions, but I think it's pretty spot on, pretty well done. And I like to pick their brain a lot. Them and Sleeping Comics. Shout out to Sleeping Comics. He has another great website, VeVe Rank, where he ranks all of his comics. And I would just kind of go back and forth between Comics and Crypto. And then also, let me go to Sleeping Comics. Here's another great resource. You got Sleeping Comics, 3,000 followers, going to be at 5K, 10K in no time. Another comic guru in the physical world. I love picking his brain. He's got an awesome website here, VeVe Rank, where he kind of ranks a whole bunch of different stuff here. You can go to blue chips, where he considers blue chips, comics, all different types of comic tiers, all kinds of stuff, right? So definitely, I would say go between both sites and kind of get a feel for what they feel like they rank some of these comics, like get a feel for the ranking basically. And I would say focus on like the top 3 or 5, in my opinion, and find which common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare comics you can afford. And I feel like that's a pretty solid bet long term, in my opinion. Todd statue is being sold on eBay for $165 first edition. Wow, that's pretty cheap. I know it was around $100 when we first started, and then the explosion of VeVe made those prices skyrocket. So I'm kind of shocked that it's that low. I would make sure that it's definitely a volume 1, because sometimes they may list it as a volume 1, but it's really not. So just make sure it is. But I think it's a pretty solid play. Star Wars has been on fire generally, and the community is filled with Star Wars fans too. And Star Wars fandom, just in general, is so passionate, loyal, and just the fandom is really big. So Star Wars, I would say any FA Star Wars stuff, first edition, first appearance stuff, will probably do pretty well. Gary, what's up, JD? Just joined. Thoughts on drop? I like this drop, Gary. Also, let me know how everything's going with the situation that's happening. Hopefully all is well with it. I like this drop. I don't think the common or uncommon are going to come out crazy. I think it could still be below retail. So kind of a gamble for like a rare, ultra rare, secret rare. I think long term this comic will be just fine. Comics and Crypto gave it a hodl. It's a pretty good spec book. I was kind of thinking the same thing that they would. Still don't think prices are going to be crazy in the secondary right away. So you'd probably be able to get some cheap ones. I think a lot of people will stack this one when it comes out under retail. Crazy days over here. Crazy days, Kelvin. Hopefully all is well. Wow. Okay. So in the moment says I just push buy button and go back and press buy again with no problems, not waiting for the gems to leave. Interesting. Now I don't suggest this, but if that works for you, or hopefully it works for everyone else. I mean, you could try it that way if you're risking it. It might still work. I just know for me, in order for me to know that I'm locking one in, I just wait until it takes the gems out of my wallet, and as soon as I see it take it out, I'll go back and get more. What are your thoughts on golden moments? Do you think they will have future utility? Wondering how many more will come out. Wondering how more coming out will affect their price. Yeah, if more come out, could affect their price. It depends what it drops. If they start doing, this has always been my speculation. I have no idea if it's true or not. Disney owns ESPN. So if that got me thinking, they could offer ESPN Plus as a utility, kind of like they did with the Disney Plus. And if they did like golden moments sports, oh my gosh, we could see a dip in some of the prices for sure. I believe in the golden moments big time. That's one set or one collection that I want to try to get every single piece. I have them all so far. I love the golden moments. I do think there will be some kind of utility with it. Everybody's kind of hoping for like a free Disney pass or something. I have no idea what it could be. I think the options are endless. Definitely could be something like that. I think long term it could be. I'm a fan of them. I think they're solid pieces. I got a couple that were at retail, just below retail or near because I believe in them. I got a couple Donald Ducks. I got a couple Waltz. I got a couple Winnie the Poohs. I got a couple the Cogsworth just because they were cheap. Got a couple Barts. I'm a big believer in the golden moments. Good luck, fun. Sure, Semi likes Gambit a lot. Surprised us with the announcement of BOBA FETT. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, a lot of big drops. Then we got fantasy football coming up. I know a lot of people are hype about that. I'm hype about that. I love fantasy sports, especially football. William Peartree's going for the drop today. I'm going for the drop too. Good luck, everybody. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. VVN3. I don't know if it's Heather or Corey, but shout out to both of you guys. That could definitely. That makes a lot of sense now. Because I was so confused. I was like, wait, is that a heart or a spade? Because it's red. That makes sense. I didn't know they were glowing with those colors when he throws them. That makes sense. Let me look at it again. We got a couple minutes to drop. 1 minute to the drop. And he's throwing it too, so it's kind of like charging up. Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Now I get it. There is a color mistake. Wow, okay, the uncommon. Let me check this out real quick. I didn't realize this. That's crazy. Is that his hand? I forgot the color of his hand. Did they? I thought that was like her hand. I can't tell. I can't tell where the mistake is. Now, I thought that might have been her hand, like the person in front. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we got. Oh, don't want to miss it. All right, guys. 50 seconds left to the drop. Shouts to all my coffee gators out there. One thing I like to do too, I like to back out by just clicking the store tab, coming right back into the drop. It felt pretty good right there. The reason why I do that is because sometimes I feel like it gets stuck and maybe like delayed on a certain second. So I just back out, come back in, make sure the timer's running smooth. If it's not, I'll back out and come back again. My hands are sweating for this drop though. 20 seconds to go. Good luck, everybody. think I'm only going for one. Yeah, I guess I'm going for one. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Bye now. Got it. That was perfect timing. All right. Yeah, I'm only going for one. One and done. One and done for the secret rare 3-digit mint. Jamar. VeVe Vibes in the house. Another great YouTuber. Shout out to my guy. Make sure you guys go follow VeVe Vibes, another awesome YouTuber. Yeah, Christian J, we're definitely starting a fantasy league, probably with a bunch of people in the Discord. Ooh, okay. 1733. Nice little 1,000 mint. Focus up. Oh, 1733. Not bad, not bad. 1,733. It's a nice looking secret rare mint. Did it sell out? Yep, sold out. Solid. All right. Let's see what it's selling for. There's 2 in the market. 2 commons going for 10 and 6. Oh, this is going to be a low one. If it came out at $10 and then 6, it's going to be a low price comic. Crazy that some people got theirs delivered already and right away selling it for under retail. Like the second person in the market. I never understood that. All right, there's 13. Any ultra rare. So ultra rare is going for 99. The rare is going for 100. Interesting. I like how the market stays open though. The rare goes from 100 to 25. Ronnie Lido, how we doing? How we doing? Yeah, that makes total sense, dudes. VeVe3, appreciate you for mentioning that. Makes a lot of sense now. At least I understand why they do that. I couldn't get over. I was like, that's throwing me off so bad. His hand is wrapped around her body. Oh, wait. Okay, so did they miss? I see where the hand is now. Oh, you're right. That should be blue. Matches glove. You're right. Okay. That's like a black colorway, right? Because I think it's, yep, it should be blue like it is there. Wow, you're right. Interesting. Okay. So they did miss a little spot there. I wonder if they'll leave it or if they'll go back and kind of fill it in. Coffee Gate. How'd it go, Getsy? Tyler, how we doing? Grab 2 today. Got 3. Did anybody get more than 3? 3,400 for the bag. That's a good mint. 3 dubs. Solid speed right there on the 3 dubs, Christian. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be scooping. Like $2 for this comic, I think is a steal. So I think there's just going to be a lot of people stacking this one. Commons are $5 now. And see, that's the reason why right there. Because when comics are $2, like a decent FA with like decent, potential, and it's like $2 or $1, it doesn't even have to get the retail, and you could 2x. If it gets the retail, you just 3x, right? So I think there's just so much potential. It can almost only go up at that point. Uncommons are 7, just above retail. After that, rares are 1920. Ultra rares are 80. Ooh, okay. So getting a little pricey on the ultra rares. I like to see it. The secret rares 350 and then 250. Solid. So I think it will come out pretty decent. Commons are $5 now. Let's see if mine came in. Nope, not yet. I got a feeling mine's going to take a while to get delivered today. And it's going to be a secret rare. Let's go. Long time no talk in the VeVe-verse. 3 secret rares each. Yeah, I think it'll gain in price too. Let's go. I think you guys are going to get blessed with the secret rare. I don't know why. I got a feeling. I think we're going to have a lot of secret rares in the chat today. Trying to keep up to date for me on VeVe News now is a mission. Absolutely. You don't know what's dropping, when it's dropping. BOBA. Did you see his did you see my collectibles reaction, dudes? It's definitely worth watching. You need to see the first couple minutes. I kind of reacted to his reaction in the beginning. Wow, in the moment. That's huge. Triple eights are a big deal. Quadruple eights are amazing. That'll sell for a premium, in my opinion. Oh, okay. So go to my collectibles YouTube channel and watch his reaction. It's like an 8-minute long video, but watch like the first 2 minutes. That's really all you need to see. I tweeted it out too. I tuned into his live stream the other day. Can we watch it together? Yeah, I'll put it on actually right now. It's worth watching again. I tuned into his live stream the other day at like perfect time. At the perfect time, because a bunch of people in the chat were telling him that Boba Fett was dropping, but they realized like he didn't get to the comments yet. So everyone's like, the anticipation was going to be crazy because they knew he was about to see it. And everyone knows that he loves Boba Fett, Star Wars. So
I think we should explore a few solutions.
Gravity ensures your.
all right. I don't think you guys can see this yet, can you? Yeah, here we go. This is amazing. And as I was watching it too, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be in VeVe. What the F is VeVe Part 3? And so I tweeted the reaction, like a video of it, like a 2-minute long video, tweeted it, tagged Crypto Far West, and luckily he saw it. And he said he's going to add it. So it just worked out perfectly. It's amazing. I think the no is what got me. When he said the double nose.
It's like 30 gems. It's great. New drop. Oh, is there a new drop now? What's the drop? What is the drop right now? Did we get a new announcement here? Come on now. I always love this. No. No. No way. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? What?
This is so great.
What? What? Are you kidding me? Right now. Holy smokes. Boba Fett. Boba Fett is coming to VeVe. What? Holy smokes. Oh, chat. I was speechless there. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I was so speechless. Holy smokes. You better buckle up, folks. Buckle up. Holy smokes. Thanks for the super chat. Boba Fett announced. Holy smokes.
That's amazing. You can keep watching it. Great live stream, man. He put the whole 8 minutes up. I guess he's reacting to it for 8 minutes. I saw like the next couple minutes. It was amazing. But that's history right there, guys. You're going to definitely see that in What the F is VeVe Part 3. That's amazing. Oh, my God. I tear up every time in laughter. That is amazing to see. Because it's real. It's passion, you know what I mean? Like, oh, my gosh. I love seeing that. If you guys ever need a laugh, you're going through something rough, just put that on, you know? Shout out to my collectibles, man. Amazing. I think I tweeted it out too last night. Oh, man. I don't know what it is. Every time I laugh, too, I need to go blow my nose. That is so amazing. I cannot wait to see that in What the F is VeVe Part 3. Oh my god, that's legendary stuff right there. I think I got no, mine's not delivered yet. Nope. You were watching at the same time. Yeah, shout out to everyone who was in his live chat too, because a lot of you guys let me know what was happening. I might have tuned it off, but a lot of you guys were like, "Oh my god, he hasn't seen the announcement yet." And I was putting everything together. Kobe was in there. Kobe collects. A lot of you guys were letting me know. I think I saw you in there, 369. A lot of people were in there, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So he doesn't know it's dropping yet. And there was like a lag on the comments, so before he could get to them all, so we were all like, "Oh my gosh, the anticipation is crazy right now. He's gonna go wild." No. The no is what got me. No, Z Brito, how we doing, brother? Got 2. Best reaction. Yeah, I agree. What? That was amazing. What video, dudes? Johnny Drop Day. Shout out to Daniel. 2590 uncommon. Oh man, mine's still not delivered yet. Let me go over the prices. 1111. I'll let you guys know if it's something nice. No matter what it is, actually, I'll probably make a post in the community feed and post a picture of it. Excuse me. Commons are 380. I think people are going to see how low it can get before people start stacking. We got the uncommons at $5. We got the rares at $11. We got the ultra rares coming down a lot at $40. I was surprised to see them up at 80. Secret rares are 195, holding pretty strong at 200. I'm gonna follow a bunch of these people. Again, guys, I'll probably make the thumbnail. Maybe not. Yeah, probably for Boba Fett. I was gonna make it for today, but I made the thumbnail kind of Boba Fett in there instead of the 5,000 followers. But since Boba Fett's gonna be the main thumbnail picture, I'll put it on the thumbnail. 5,000 followers. You guys got me over on the VeVe app the other day. I'm at 5,026 now. It's a grinding nonstop. Road to 10K now. Whew. That's the thing, right? I don't want to just stop at 5K. 5K is like first benchmark, my first goal. Now we're at 5K. Now we're trying to get 10K. It's been a journey, guys. It's been a journey. But think about it. If I can do it, anybody can do it, guys. So use that as motivation. No way, the Palace. Zach, did just you forget, or did the whole Palace crew forget about the drop today? You fumbled, man. Hope you still made some solid in pocket passes. Had to scramble outside the pocket. I was looking for you, dude. You weren't open. You were double covered all day. Dubes just tweeted it. What'd you tweet, Dubes? That's a retweet. You should have used the snippet of my collectible saying no. I feel like it's one of those things, Daniel, where people are probably going to wait until they buy it from like the real store, just because I feel like appreciate you willing to get rid of yours, but I don't think people want to do anything that's not from the actual release of that. Yeah, definitely, I agree. I definitely think Vader's bigger. I agree, but I think Boba's gonna like. That's the thing, right? There's still grails. I mean, I would say Boba's probably a grail, but a tier below. That's just my opinion. The market's going to determine that for sure. But we shall see, right? We shall see. If you guys want to dig up some info, try to find the part where Al Khan says they're eventually going to release the one-of-one Boba Fett as a digital collectible on the VeVe app. I don't think he said VeVe app back then, but it was from that interview, I think 2018 from Alfred Khan. I'm not sure, Jake. I hope so. Looking back, I should have sold my Croc when I first got it. I was probably the only real person who got that drop. It was like $1,600. And I just held it. I like being the original owner too much, especially in drops that are like too hard to get, that are impossible. If I end up landing it, financially, ROI speaking, it would make sense just to let it go and then buy it back. Should have done that with the Secret Rare Black Panther, but I ended up just holding on to it. Let's go. Shout out to you in the moment, making nice flips. Hearses, bro. When did he say a one-on-one Boba Fett? Yeah. I wonder if I still have the clip. I'll show you a clip from it. This is the interview. I think it was during Moon Knight. So if you go to my Moon Knight drop, I played the whole Al Khan interview, like part 1, part 2. And Cavell's definitely reacted to the whole interview as well, too. Let me just show you a clip so you know what video it's from. Now, I'm not saying to pass on the Boba Fett coming out Saturday, wait for a one-on-one. Because first of all, your chances of getting the one-on-one are like impossible anyway. Here it is. I have so many clips. Look how many little clips I have of this interview.
Original things that were built specifically for a cult. So, for instance, with Warner Brothers, we're making a deal for every prop that's in Harry Potter, every prop that's been in Superman, every prop that's been in Batman. You can't buy these props. They don't sell them. We're going to sell a digital asset that's authorized by Warner Brothers, which is the actual prop for what their most favorite is.
So that's not the clip that he says one-on-one Boba, but in that video, it's probably like an hour long, maybe even longer. But if you have like maybe an hour to spare and you want to watch an old interview that's a gem, that's going to make you bullish, go watch that interview. I think it's during the Moon Knight drops on my YouTube channel, or you could probably find it on Cavell's YouTube channel. Okay, that's a good point, Chasing Sundays. Good wording on that. Yeah, I would agree. A blue chip. Like I was saying before, like VeVe's going to have multiple grails, right? They already do have them, and they're probably going to keep having them in the future. I would say there's tiers of grails, and then there's probably like blue chips right below it. Mid 1990. So my comment for time jam. Yeah, Z Brito. Yeah, Chasing, you are right about that. I think I would say the last 4. That's the last 4. Yeah, I would say the last mints are a pretty big deal. There's definitely a demand for it. So you probably could have got more for that, Z Brito. The last mint meaning having the most weight. And then I would say, there's a line at some point. Like the last 500 may not be the biggest deal, but like the last 100, last 50, last 10, definitely probably a pretty big demand. And as you go out further, probably less and less. But Z Brito, Probably could have got a little bit more for that, but made a little profit there. Which got me thinking in the moment, was this 85 gems for the mint 8888? Probably could have got a couple hundred, but again, made a solid flip. Nothing wrong with a profit. But just remember that mint numbers do carry pretty big weight, even if the rarity is a common, uncommon. Oh, yeah, that's the thing, right? I forget, too, that they kind of reduce the edition count. Normally, it's like a 30, 40, 50K edition. The last couple of comics have been a 20K edition. So, yeah, Z Brito, you've been around for a while, so you definitely know that. You probably did the same thing, didn't realize, like you said here, I forgot it was only 20K mints. Sometimes that happens. Not the biggest deal. I don't think you passed out like thousands of dollars, but might have got a little bit more, but you know, not the end of the world, you know. Yeah, last 10 are strong. And like you said, Chasing Sundays, probably could have got more. I feel like once you start going like last 50 and above, demand probably fizzles out a little bit, but last 10 is definitely pretty strong. Dude, I'll check that video. I've not seen that one. Yeah, that's an amazing Alcon interview. Let me just make sure it is the Moon Knight one on my channel. Oh, it might be in my playlist, VeVe 2022. Where in that playlist is the question?
If you want to be on camera, you want to be behind the camera, you want to do radio, podcast, whatever it is, this is a program in full. We're going to prepare you for what this is.
Ad gate. All right, VeVe 2022. It was like both the Moon Knight drops because I think they were like back to back. Let me just. Oh, yep. I even made. I even made the thumbnail Alcon, so it's in the VeVe 2022 playlist. And if you just scroll down, it's number 62 and 61 in the playlist order. VeVe drop Moon Knight NFT live stream part 1. So it's 2-hour long live stream. I think I did the drop and then I watched the first half of the live stream. And then the next day I did the drop. And then after the drop, watched the second half of the live stream. So probably have to do a bunch of fast forwarding in that. But hopefully I put the link. Let me see if I put the link maybe. So you don't have to watch my channel.
And we are live.
I did. Oh, no. So the thing, I can't put the link because I think they took the video down. That's what it is. Video is not on air anymore, which is pretty cool. So I think Cavell reacted to it as well. But that's an awesome interview because they dropped gems, guys. I've taken so many snippets of that. Like, let me watch some others.
Bottom line story here is that we're looking at, I believe, is the next extraordinary thing of what kids are going to go for and collectors. We're going to be working with every fandom in the country. Everything that's popular. We have a deal with the World Surfing League. We're working on exports now. I met with the exports, the teams. We're working on Fortnite, working on all the different things. You know, people are crazy about it. We're going to drive them to not only participate in those things, which helps us why people want to deal with this. And Disney, we're going to be promoting Disney's new movies on the Komai site.
Promoting Disney's new movies on the Akomai site. This is before they had the name VeVe. They're working with Fortnite. I don't think it's a coincidence that they've said it back in 2018. They're working with Fortnite. And then you look at Fortnite and they're releasing all these new skins that are the same ones that are dropping on VeVe. I don't know how this ties in. Eventually, are we going to be able to like send our VeVe NFT? I have no idea, guys. But just put 2 and 2 together. And again, I think that's why things take so long because they're kind of inventing stuff as it happens.
Other things they can purchase, all of that. Disney's going to promote us. So is Warner Brothers. Remember the presidents of all these companies. We're going to get so much interesting publicity and so much interesting, stall out of this. It's going to be amazing. I'm sorry to answer your question.
Disney's going to promote us. Warner Brothers are going to promote us, he said.
Disney's going to promote us. So is Warner. And when your kids go and get the Disney ad on Komai, we send them a free picture of it. There's the movie. We show them other things. mess. And when your kids go and look at the Disney ad on Promine, we send them a free digital clip based on that movie. And we show them other things they can purchase along with that. Disney's going to promote us. So is Warner Bros. Remember, the president's really all over the place with this. And every person who's interested in anything, whether it be a little kitty, whether it be Barbie, whether it be anything, whether it be digital assets that are not only exciting, but also has gameplay attached to it. It's a huge job. It requires us to spend a lot of time. But these guys, let us tell you.
Gameplay as well too. Woo! Superstar Money, how we doing, fam? Guys, if you guys want to check out an awesome interview I just did a couple nights ago, ended up being pretty long, like a 2-hour long interview. Shout out to my guy Superstar Money. We didn't have Rob, but Rob's, living the life right now. He'll be back. He's living his superstar life right now. So when he gets back, I'm sure we'll run it back and do another one. Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree. VeVe 3. Good point, Superstar. What do you think will happen in the market in August when we have less people going for drops? That's a great point right there. I love the fact that delistings are going to happen. I think it could, one thing I think it's going to happen over time. Maybe it kind of weeds things out. I don't know what's going to happen in the micro, but I know this is like the beginning of almost like a new era. Think about it. If you're coming to the VeVe app for the first time ever, say in October of 2022, you come to the VeVe app, these NFTs are liquidable in your mind, right? That's going to be a huge mentality changer. As a new user, come to the app, you find the fall of 2022, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Disney, and these NFTs are liquidable. You can sell it for ETH and Bitcoin in 20 minutes. Darth Vader, Star Wars. And now the fact that you see, real people going for these drops, it's not, filled with bots and everything like that. I think things may be a little different in the short term because we don't know really what's going to happen. But I think it's almost like a cleansing the way I look at it. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited because I think it's just going to be a healthier market. Maybe the stuff that doesn't have that much demand may go down, but I think the stuff that has demand, popularity, IP power is going to be a safe thing to bet on, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, facts. Think of the leveraging power VeVe will have when the tables turn. Right now, VeVe is sort of controlled by licensors for the prices, mid-number, minute, quality, but when the power shifts, that'll change. That's a big fact right there. Absolutely. Think of like Marvel. Marvel looks at us as our little baby. Let's test things out, And I think they were just kind of planting the seeds at the San Diego Comic-Con for the first time. I think a lot of people might have been a little disappointed that we only got 2,000 downloads, etc. I think that's a pretty big deal. I think things weren't going to just explode in one pop. That's also what I think people are kind of looking for. Like, what's one brand announcement that's going to boom it? I don't think one thing's going to just do it because it's really a mentality culture shift that has to happen globally. So every big thing I think is a huge step forward. But I think the number one thing that's going to happen is just time. It really can't control it. It's like, I always, when you have doubts, when you think about it, think of when physical music went digital for the first time ever. For me, that was more like that early 2000s, right? And most people think of like iPods and iPhones now as digital music streaming, but that's just the norm now. That just became the standard. At first, it was like that's going to be a fad. That won't last. Digital music on this MP3 player, we have to illegally download music on Napster or LimeWire. Like, people thought that wasn't going to last. It just was a fad. But then the culture started to shift, right? New technology emerged, like the iPhone, the iPad, or the iPod. Then it kind of got regulated. The Wild Wild West got, regulated and turned into premium licensed digital music. iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music. I see VeVe being that. So think of like the time that took. Maybe it may take 5 years, right? Maybe it take a handful of years, but I think VeVe is solidifying themselves as the premium licensed digital collectible platform. And gaming's going to be involved too. You just heard it from the man himself, Alfred Kahn. It just, those things take a long time to really develop in the right way. I'm not too sure what's going on with the crypto payout, Dre. I'm sure they're just, trying to fix something, probably like a bug or maybe regulations or whatever the case is, but it's a healthy dip. That's how I would explain it. We settle to an organic floor, then build the right way. I kind of see the same thing happen in Superstar. Like the way I look at it is like things just boomed like crazy because of all the things considered. Everything was a factor there. And so then things came back down. Kind of what Gary Vee's been saying. Like when things pop, everything pops. But then when it does grow back organically, the ones that survive, the strong platforms, the ones that survive are going to thrive and flourish, in my opinion. So we'll kind of gradually work its way back up. I think it's just like you said, it's a healthy dip, a healthy cleanse, I would say. So absolutely, I'm going to be peacing out too, Dubes. Appreciate you big time for tuning in today. Oscar, how we doing? I just want to go over the prices one last time before I sign out today. We got the commons going for $397. We got the uncommons going for $489. Excuse me. We got the rares going for $10. If they go on to retail, I think people are gonna stack. You got the ultra rares down to $30, and the secret rares going for $139. And mine got delivered, and I got the ultra rare. Let's go! What? Woo! Holy cow, ultra rare. 1733. Let's go. Smash that like button to support. Appreciate you big time, Oscar. Let's go. 1,000 mint. Let's see what that's valued at right now. Not too crazy. Probably about a little something. All right, so mine's a 17. This is a 14. Going for 75. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Had a good feeling about this. Let's go, Gambit. Let's go. Let's go. That is sick. Let's go. Let's go. I was visioning a secret rare or ultra rare when I went to go look. I was like, secret rare, ultra rare cover. Ultra rare cover. So wild. Drop King got some of that juju. Yo, guys, if you guys want some good luck, some superstar juju, go over to Superstar Money's YouTube channel right now, and you got to either subscribe or like one of his last videos to get some of that juju. You guys just saw it firsthand right here. Ultra rare. Let's go. That juju is legit, my man. Uh-oh. Just got my second. And it's... What is it, Getsy? Common gang. That's hilarious. Hype this up. Anticipation for the common gang. That's hilarious. Let's go. I'm glad I waited for that. That's amazing. Had a feeling, I should go for this one. Wait, I don't have it anymore? Oh, wait, there it is. It just scared me. Little screenshot. Let's go. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Mr. Falcon's tweet from a day ago. Todd Batman saying it's, or not Todd Batman, Dad Bob Batman artwork saying it's Banksy. That's hilarious. Man, so many good jokes lately. That was great, Getsy. Build up the anticipation for the common gang. All right, I'm signing out today, guys. Appreciate you big time for tuning in. Today was a fun live stream. Had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos, the My Collectibles reaction. That was priceless, guys. You should probably go watch that again. I'm definitely going to try to go to NYCC. Speaking of that, I got to sign up today right now, actually. I'm trying to sign up to like this backstage pass thing to get in for free, using like my platform and everything. So hopefully that works out. I think so. I think, you know, NYC is probably just a hike of a drive right up north. I'm down in South Jersey, so go to NYCC. Probably not that far away. New York Comic Con, I think, will be a good time. Before the weather gets cold too. So hopefully, maybe I stay at Randy's place. You know, that'd be a great time. We'll see what happens. I'm definitely going to try to go. Wow, things are sold out already. Holy cow. That's insane. I don't know. I got to look at it at least one day. I don't know what day. And what I'll probably stay for the weekend if I go. It's kind of my plan. I'm going to figure that out right now, actually, as I sign off. Appreciate you, Getsy, for letting me know. Appreciate everybody else for tuning in today. Had a lot of fun. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. How excited are you for Boba Fett dropping? I'm signing out. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn.